welcome back to Your Comments Matter. On this video, I'm your host, Carol Love, and today Medicaid information is coming from WHAS 11 News, and the title is Trump Bill Cuts Medicaid in Kentucky. So we're seeing another state that are expressing their concerns over the cuts in the Medicaid system. So we have some great commenters here today, and you might just be one of them. We got Pat Ather, Brother Barton, INFJ2, and Lucky. So we are excited. Can't wait to hear what they have to say in their comments of what's going on in the Medicaid cuts right there in the state of Kentucky. So let's get into the video, and you can make a determination to see how you're going to comment on these Medicaid cuts, because if it's happening in Kentucky, it may just happen in your state as well. Let's take a look at the video, please.
It's needed healthcare coverage.
Angela Hopperton of Louisville is invested in the conversation around Medicaid's future.
I don't make a whole lot of money, but I make enough I'm lucky enough to make a living doing what I love. So that's important to me.
The program provided her health insurance for 2 years.
I would say, oh, it makes me feel great. I'm not on Medicaid anymore. Why should I care? Except millions of people in this state still are.
Starting in early 2026, Kentucky would see a 10% decrease in funding for a Medicaid model the state uses to pay health care providers. That's if the latest version of President Trump's big, beautiful bill, including billions of dollars in cuts to Medicaid, passes the finish line. Mark Birdwhistle is the Senior Vice President for Health and Public Policy at UK.
I think this change, if it lives from the Senate, and if the House were to adopt it, it would cause us to reassess everything that we have in our planning horizon.
Shelbyville Hospital, seen here from our Sky 11 drone, generates more than $36 million in operating revenue and has no plans to close, according to a U of L Health spokesperson. But we're told if this mega bill passes as is, hospitals across the state will be forced to consider significant changes in how healthcare services are delivered.
I do fear for lack of access close to home for a lot of people, particularly in rural Kentucky.
Kentucky Senate President Robert Stivers has a different view.
It is not a cut. It's just not as great of an expansion. Did you hear a single university hospital or the KHA complain about the bill? No.
Wow. All right, y'all. So we're going to stop it right there. Y'all hear how he ended that? He said, did you hear any of the hospitals complain about the bill? No, because they're going to get paid either way. Cut or no cut, they're going to get paid. We're hearing some highlights of that video we just saw. So Angela, the lady that started the song, she said she needed Medicaid for 2 years, but she's no longer on it. And just because she's no longer on it doesn't mean that other people out there don't need it. So people do need their Medicaid. She used it, but see, she used it for when she needed and she got off. See, that's an example. Those are the kind of people we want to hear about. You know, honest people, law-abiding people, not the ones that are grifters and drifters on the system and just draining the system from those that really do need it. So we commend you, Miss Angela, for that. And then it also said that Kentucky will see 10% decrease in their funding. 10%, y'all, is a lot. So where are they going to make that money up? Where are they going to get it from? Who's going to, you know, Elon Musk ain't going to give it to him. Bill Gates ain't going to give it to him. These billionaires, Trump ain't going to give it to him. He ain't going to go in his wealthy pocket and give it to him. His son-in-law, Jared Kushner, ain't going to give it to him. Biden ain't going to give it to him. Kamala Harris ain't going to give it to him. Ain't none of these politicians going to give anything up. But they sure know how to take. They know how to create paperwork so you can stall and make you just give up. Did y'all hear? Shelby Hospital says changes. That guy at the end, he said that the Shelby Hospital changes will happen to people where In the rural areas, again, every state we've seen on these videos that we've been doing is showing that the rural areas are going to be the first one that's going to be impacted. They're going to feel the drastic cuts when it hits their state. It's going to be something, y'all. And these rural areas have small towns, and these small towns rely on big companies. So if the hospital is gone, then that's a lot of workers gone. Who's going to be buying your sandwiches at your shop? Who's going to be going to your boutique to shop? Who's going to be going to the grocery store to shop? Ain't going to be nobody there. That's how your town dries up. Last one. Some politician says no hospitals complain about the bill. That last guy, oh, ain't nobody complaining about the bill. The hospitals aren't complaining. You wonder why? Because y'all probably bail them out. You probably give them every money that they need. Oh my goodness, we're going to stop right there. I swear my comments matters. Okay. My comments matters. All right, everyone. We saw the video. Now you're ready for the commenters. And let's see what they had to say. Let's take a look. Our very first commenter is coming from Pat Ather. Says, I live and work in Lexington, Kentucky from 1984 to 1989. Lexington and Louisville were nice, but Eastern Kentucky had levels of human development that shocked and angered me. The worst, though, was the level of denial and defensiveness about how bad things were, and a stubborn insistence that things were okay as they were. 40 years later, it looks like nearly nothing has changed. You get what you vote for, folks. There it is right there, isn't it? You voted for it, Red State Kentucky. Now you're getting, this is what people are saying, you F.A. fucked around and found out. That's right. That's what they saying. That's what they saying. You finding out that these cuts are hitting you in your rural area, your community, you deep red states. It's affecting you. And I know a lot of people out there, there's going to be some comments. Oh yeah, there's going to be some YouTubers coming out with some people talking about how they get their premiums increased, how they go to the hospital and they deny them because you ain't got no coverage. Whoa, what you going to do then? What you gonna do? And we hear it from both sides. You know, you got issues in the blue states, you got issues in the red states, you got issues with everything. This whole system has issues in it. Let's take a look. Oh, let me just say, Pat Ather, you got 6 likes on your comment. What about you, audience? For those of you that are watching the show right now, do you agree with Pat Ather, who lives and works in Lexington? Then let us know in the comments below. All right. Let's take a look at another commenter. Brother Barton says, I work in Kentucky and guarantee the people hurt most by this vote voted for it and will do it again. So he's saying the people that are complaining, you know, we're going to lose our coverage. They say you'll turn right around and vote for the same person again. You vote against your own interests and now you want to complain about it. Now you got an issue with it. You voted for it. See, that's what happens. It's like buying a car. You go to the car lot, you buy the car, you look at the car, you drive the car, and then you get home. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it. It's a limit. Well, you bought it. You bought it as is. You know how these used car dealerships, they ain't giving you nothing. Shoot. These used car dealers ain't giving nothing back. You bought it as is. Well, you voted as is. And now look what you get. You reap what you sow. Take a look at the next one. INFJ2 says, Kentucky, one of the poorest states in the nation, votes against themselves every year. How can you do that? Are you voting because you like someone? Do you really know what the policies are? Do you really understand how it's going to affect you, who you vote for, and what they say? See, that's how these politicians are. They'll come out and tell you one thing, and they'll do a switch bait once they get in office. They don't care about you. They just want your vote. They don't care about you. You ain't got to never vote again. Ain't that what they told you? You ain't never got to vote again. Of course not. You won't have to vote again when they done broke the system down where nobody can vote. Now they got everything in their control. This is how it's working, y'all. These politicians are something on both sides. Take a look at the last one. Lucky. They really don't need to worry. Kentucky will keep voting for this nonsense. Oh my goodness. Talk about your comments matters. Lucky, you got 2 likes on that. So they're saying, Kentuckians, You guys are so, you're so in the red that now your health care is in the red. You're in the danger zone. And they're going to be calling the blue code. You know when it is when you're trying to revive somebody in the hospital? And they say, blue, blue, code blue. You're going to need code blue on this one. And y'all might just get it in 2026 midterm. You gonna need a code blue to get you out of this red danger zone that you have voted yourself into with these Medicaid cuts. All right, then, everyone. Hey, listen, that's gonna do it right there for your Comments Matters. We had some great commenters here today. Want to thank you, Pat After, Brother Barton, INFJ2, and Lucky. So if any of you that's watching our show today, did you agree with any of those commenters? Then let me know in the comments section below. All right. We look forward to hearing from you as well. Okay, that's going to do it for me here. I'm Carol Love, your host here at Your Comments Matters. I'm going to see you on the next video. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to Your Comments Matters, because on the next video, your comment might just be there. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.